KDB Sports and Entertainment, back again with another video. Remember to hit the like and subscribe, man. Help your boy out. Trying to get into the algorithm, man. But I just recently did a video giving my opinions and thoughts on what Terence "Bud" Crawford can do to defeat Canelo Alvarez. So this is my video, or my opinion on what Canelo Alvarez can do to defeat Terence Crawford. Canelo Alvarez, the first thing he needs to do is to jump on Terence Crawford from the beginning of the fight. Terence Crawford is the smaller man moving up. Terence Crawford has never fought at 168. Canelo Alvarez is used to that weight. He's been fighting at that weight. He's been fighting heavier guys. So I think he needs to start fast, not too fast to where he's going to gas out, because we know that's one of his weaknesses, is that he gasses out towards the end of the fight, the middle to end of the fight. So I think he needs to come in and establish that dominance of him being the bigger man, or perceived to be the bigger man, fighting at a bigger weight class, and hit Terence Crawford with some mean punches from the jump. I mean, we all know that Canelo Alvarez is going to punch Terence Crawford on the arms, punch him on the shoulders. He's going to do all that to Terence Crawford. He's going to try to beat up Terence Crawford. He's been doing that in every fight that I've seen. He did it with Bivol. He was punching Bivol in the shoulders and the arm. He did that with the last guy. Canelo likes to do that. He likes to try to take away your arms. So yeah, that's the first thing I think he needs to do is to get in there and establish dominance. Like, yeah, you the smaller man, you coming up to my weight class, a weight class that I've been fighting at. I'm gonna show you that you a little man. Now, the second thing I think he needs to do is to go to Terence Crawford's body. And not with those wild, lunging left hooks to the body that he does, where he leaves himself wide open. Because if he does that against Terence Crawford, and Terence Crawford being in that southpaw stance, that's going to be an easy counter. Right hook, right jab to counter that. So yeah, he needs to go to the body for sure versus Terence Crawford to try to slow down. Like I said, he's the perceived smaller man. He's moving up to try to take away his legs. He would be smart to do that, in my opinion. And now the third thing I think he needs to do is for him to establish a jab on Terence Crawford. A jab will be effective, in my opinion, on Terence Crawford. If Terence Crawford doesn't come out in the high guard. I think Terence Crawford might come out in the high guard. He might. Which is going to leave his body open. But I think Canelo needs to try to jab with him as well, to try to mix it up. Now, another thing I believe that Canelo needs to do is to throw combinations. Something he has not done in a while. He doesn't really throw combinations anymore. All he does is he's looking for one punch. He's looking to walk his opponents down. If he can throw combinations, that might deter Terence Crawford from trying to throw his own set of combinations, if he tries to do that. But what I think Terence Crawford is going to do is establish his jab and try to pot shot. I think he's going to try to copy the blueprint that Floyd Mayweather laid out, because there's already two blueprints on how to beat Canelo. And Dimitri Bivol pretty much did almost the same thing Floyd did, but Bivol was just in and out. And he was moving with lateral movement. Canelo don't like lateral movement. So to nullify that, he needs to go to the body. He needs to establish himself that he's the bigger man from the opening round. And also, I think Canelo needs to pace himself. Because if Canelo goes in here throwing these wild punches, these lunging punches, at first he's gonna get a counter. And then he's gonna wear himself down and get gassed out. And if he gets gassed out versus Terence, it might be bad for him, bro. Because I see Terence Crawford going for the gusto. This is just what I see. You know, Terence Crawford's a dog and all that. That's what they say. And he's shown it in the past. I think Terence Crawford might go for the gusto if he sees Canelo Alvarez gas. So Canelo Alvarez needs to pace himself for sure. And pretty much that's really about all he needs to do. Because we all know that the judges are going to be on Canelo's side. Canelo's already going to be up like 3 or 4 rounds from the jump, you know what I'm saying? And Canelo having a however fight deal that he has with Turkey, I don't think they will want him to lose this early. So Terence Crawford really has the cards stacked against him. So, which is going to make his victory versus Canelo all but great. Because there's so much stacked against him. See, that's another reason why I'm riding with him. You know, I gotta ride with him against Canelo. But yeah, those are the things that Canelo can do to secure his victory versus Terence Crawford. It's really not that much because, like I said, the judges are on his side. We don't know what the referee's gonna do. You know, Terence Crawford definitely can't go in there and be skipping around like I said in my previous video. That's not gonna win him the fight. He's pretty much gonna have to do what Floyd did to beat Canelo Alvarez. And on the other hand, Canelo, I believe he learned from that Floyd Mayweather fight, because that was a embarrassing loss. But that was early in his career. He was young. Now he's a much seasoned fighter. He's a much better fighter. He does have a lot of miles on his body. He is the younger guy, but he's been in way more fights than Terence Crawford. And he's been in way more wars too. And he's been beaten a couple times. Terence Crawford hasn't been beaten. So yeah. But anyway, that's all I got to say on this video, man. It's your man, KDB Sports and Entertainment. Like and subscribe. Peace.